You've done this. Maybe not the bathroom floor. Maybe it was the car. Maybe it was the shower. Maybe it was 1 a.m. in the dark, with your phone face down, because you didn't want to see if anyone texted, and you didn't want to see if nobody did. He smiled all day. You were fun, you were present, you were fine. And then you got home, and something just dropped. This is about that drop, about why it happens, and why so many of us have gotten so good at hiding it that we've forgotten it's even there. There's a version of you that the world sees. Capable, calm, pulled together, the one who shows up, the one who handles things, the people describe as strong, like it's the nicest thing they could possibly say about you. And then there's the version that only exists in private, the one that sits with feelings it doesn't know what to do with, the one that replays conversations at 2 a.m., the one that cries, really cries, only when it's absolutely certain no one is watching. Most people who know you would be shocked. And that gap between what they see and what you feel, that gap has a name. We just don't talk about it enough. Nobody sat you down and said, you are not allowed to fall apart in front of people, but somewhere along the way, you learned it anyway. Maybe you cried once and someone made it awkward. Maybe you were upset and the room got uncomfortable. You watched everyone shift in their seats and you made a quiet decision. Never again. Or maybe it was slower than that. Maybe you grew up in a house where feelings just didn't have anywhere to go. Nobody was cruel. Nobody told you to stop. There just wasn't space. So you learned to fold your feelings up small and carry them somewhere nobody could see them. And here's the thing about rules you make as a kid. They follow you into adulthood. They show up at the party. They show up on the first date. They show up at work and family dinners with your closest friends. Smile, perform, hold it together, fall apart later, alone, where it's safe. But here's what nobody warns you about. Later keeps getting pushed further and further back until some people stop letting themselves feel it at all. Smiling when you're hurting takes energy, a lot of it, and nobody sees that bill. The world just sees someone who's always okay, so they stop asking. Why would they? You never give them a reason to worry. Which means the people closest to you, the ones who should be your safe place, don't actually know what's happening inside you. You've built intimacy without vulnerability, connection without honesty, relationships where people love a version of you that's only partially real. And that is so lonely. Not the obvious lonely, the kind that comes from being alone, the other kind. The kind where you're surrounded by people who care about you, and you still feel completely unseen. Because how could they see you? You made sure of it. There's also a physical cost people don't talk about. Suppressing emotion doesn't make it disappear, it just relocates. It lives in your shoulders, in your jaw, in the headache you've had for 3 days that isn't really about dehydration. Your body keeps the score, even when your face refuses to show it. Can we talk about something specific for a second? There's a particular kind of person who has perfected the public smile. They're the fun one, the light in the room, the one everyone wants at the party because they make everything feel okay. People love them for it. People need them for it. But nobody ever considers that maybe the reason they got so good at making everyone else feel okay is because nobody ever made them feel okay. They practiced on themselves first. They learned to laugh through hard things because crying through them didn't seem like an option. They learned to redirect, to deflect, to make the joke, because making the joke meant they controlled the moment before the moment could control them. And now everyone thinks they're just like that. Easy, breezy, unbothered. When actually, they're the most bothered person in the room. They just have the best performance. I want to tell you something about the times you've cried alone. There was a reason you chose the shower, the car, the bathroom at the party, the pillow over your face at midnight. Part of you needed to cry. Part of you knew you were carrying something that had to come out somehow, and you found a way. Even if it was hidden, even if it was alone, you still let yourself feel it. That matters. But here's the question nobody asks. What would it feel like to not be alone for it? Not performing, not explaining, not making it make sense for someone else. Just being witnessed. I know that sounds terrifying if you've spent years making sure that never happens. But the people who've let themselves be seen in their worst moments, just one person, just once, most of them will tell you the same thing. It didn't break the relationship. It deepened it. Because people don't fall in love with your highlight reel. They fall in love with the moment you stopped pretending. If you're watching this right now, and I mean really watching it, I want to ask you something. When is the last time someone saw you? Not the capable version, not the funny version, not the one who says, "I'm good" before they even get asked. The real one. The one that only comes out after midnight, in the places nobody looks. That version deserves to be seen too. Not because you need to be fixed, not because something is wrong with you, because you've been carrying something heavy for a very long time, and you've been doing it so well that everyone forgot to ask if you needed help. So, I'm asking. Drop a comment, even just one word. Tell me where you go when you need to fall apart. You don't have to explain it. Just let someone know it exists. And if this hits somewhere real for you, share it. Someone in your life probably is smiling through something right now. They need to know they're not the only one. I'll see you in the next one.